statement from Coach as we head into a week South Carolina State and Western Kentucky?
Big week for us. Happy to be back in the can. We take on South Carolina State, a team that's won 2 in a row, playing with a lot of confidence, and they'll come in here and play hard for sure.
You know, when you look at the result from Saturday, what do you take from a game like that?
You know what? I think it was an unbelievable experience. You know, we go to the gym an hour and a half, 2 hours before the game, and there's probably 500 students waiting to get in line to get their seats. And so we pull up, go past the students, you know, checking that atmosphere out, not just in the arena but outside the arena. Then when you get to the arena, you know, they're number 6 in the country. It was a first class, you know, really energetic crowd. So again, it was good for us. I didn't think we executed well when I went back and watched the film. I thought we got decent shots, but I didn't think we executed well. And obviously, in that environment and playing a top 10 team, you have to do pretty much everything almost perfect to come out on the winning side.
You know, quick turnaround between that game and then obviously a game on a Wednesday. What do you work on in between games like that when you're traveling back and dealing with a quick turnaround?
Well, we watch. Well, I know the coaches. We watch the game film of Purdue on the bus ride back, and basically tried to put that to bed. Now, what we'll do today is we'll watch a little bit of Purdue film, but then we'll move on quickly to South Carolina State. We have to focus on our execution. You know, the details of the execution. You know, we're in the right spots, but we're not really, you know, the timing. We're not really on with our timing or our screens. You know, Purdue. Although I thought they set a lot of illegal screens, you know, that they were hitting us. So that creates opportunities for other guys. So we have to focus on that. Obviously, the screening angles, screening bodies, timing, and then after it's all said and done, we have to knock down shots.
Important to realize that the season is still very early in it. How when do you want to make that turn of okay, we're figuring out things to okay, we know what we do well, we know what we want to do.
Well, this is basically, I guess it's a preseason, right? Until you get to conference. I saw Kelvin Sampson in Houston say the other day, you know, these games are figure it out games, and hopefully when we get to conference and then we get to March, we'll have things much more figured out. Right now, again, you know, I think we're playing hard. We're holding our opponents to 27% shooting, 3-point shooting. So we're doing that well. We're fouling a little bit too much, but that's kind of, you know, we have to be careful there because we want our guys to play physical. We want them to play aggressive. Now we have to figure out, okay, how do we do those things without fouling? And then on the offensive end, you know, how do we execute the details of what we're trying to get done and then make shots at the end? So, again, work in progress. Looking forward to this opportunity. South Carolina State, you know, Coach Eric Martin does a great job there. He was Bobby Huggins' assistant at West Virginia. So, you know the teams there always play hard, play tough. So they switch up defenses a lot. So our execution has to be on point come Wednesday.
Game Wednesday, game Saturday, holiday in between. You guys doing anything, fun as a team to kind of build that bond during the holiday?
We practicing today, practice tomorrow. The holiday's Wednesday? Thursday. So we'll practice. We're having a team at my house just for the people that don't have any places to go. You know, some people are from here, though, Beaners of the worlds. But the guys that's from out of town and don't have family here, they're going to come to my house. We'll eat. We'll practice that morning, eat, and then head out on Friday.
Western Kentucky, that's kind of a fun new addition to the schedule. Those were fun back on the Conference USA days. Obviously a lot of history between those programs. Just what do you expect that matchup in that environment to be like without looking too far ahead?
Right.
But recognizing that that's a fun match.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully it's like it's always has been. You know, like you said, fun crowd. Every time we go there, every time we went there in the Conference USA, they were really energetic. They look forward to Marshall coming to town, as we did them. Hank got the job. He's assistant there, Hank Panola. I've known him for years. He was a junior college coach. And when he approached us about getting this on the schedule, We played around with it a little bit, but it obviously was an opportunity we didn't want to miss. And it's a good game, man. Good rivalry, great fan bases, great basketball history. So we're looking forward to going back to Bowling Green on Saturday as well.
As you go about this week, what's I feel like I've asked this before, but what's the biggest area of improvement you want to see out of your team going into these next couple matchups?
I want to see us focus on the details. I want to see us focus on our offensive execution. Again, after going back and watching the Purdue film and previous films, I think we're getting good shots, but I think we can get even better ones when we do the details, right? The timing, the screening. We have several things in, but you still have to execute it when the game comes, right? So just laying bodies on people on our screens, creating opportunities for one another. I like to improve on that probably the most, but also keeping our energy defensively and playing without fouling. So probably those two things are our offensive execution and then playing hard and aggressive without fouling.
How much have you learned about yourself as a coach these first few weeks?
You know what? I am. That's a really great question. You have to be. I guess what I'm learning is I have to be more even keel, and I've kind of adjusted that way. When I was assistant, I was, but now as a head coach, I'm evaluating, versus, and then you got to realize as assistant coach you're never wrong, right? So as assistant coach you come with all these ideas, and if they work, great. If they don't work, you're saying, Coach should listen to me. So you're always right. I have a really good staff though, man. I have a really good group of young guys in the locker room that's coming out and ready to work. I think my job now is to be calm, be more the calming presence instead of the rah-rah. I do that enough on the sidelines in practice. So in the moments of adversity, right, I have to evaluate things, even though I look at, again, we're talking Purdue because that's our last opponent. 45 points, and I'll look at that and say, well, if we hit, 3 more threes, that score looks different. So again, I wasn't disappointed with our shot selection. After watching, I was more disappointed with our execution of getting to our shots.
Good.
Appreciate it.